welcome back to my channel. It is Lydia here. If you are new, welcome to my channel. If not, get in the back. You already know what time it is. I create travel, lifestyle, fitness, DIY, reno, whatever you want it, I got it. Welcome. So today is something a little bit different. Guys, we are finally organizing this house. The last few weeks, I've come back from holiday. I am back on my reno game. If you guys are new around here, you might not know that I bought this house and transformed it literally from a fixer-upper to the star and the glam that you see today. And now we're just in the bit of customizing and personalizing my house to make sure that everything is just perfect for myself. So today we're gonna be doing some organizing. So the reason why I'm super excited to organize the pantry and the spice rack is simply to make for more space. If you guys have ever stayed somewhere where you don't have a lot of storage, you know that the best way to maximize your storage is actually to get the place organized. And not only that, I want to get it organized and looking cute because that's important to me. Everything's gonna match. So guys, I want to make some labels today. That's the plan. It's gotta be easy. To which I want to thank the sponsors of this video who are Cricut, this machine right here. This is the Cricut Joy machine. Let me tell you a little bit more about this. Here I have the Cricut Joy. This is a crafting machine perfect for all crafts and DIY babes out there. You don't have to be a pro crafter to use it, so it's great for beginners. There are so many different things that you can make with this little machine, and I'm gonna show you some of those. The Cricut Joy machine is perfect for so many different reasons. You can make cards on it, you can make home decor on it, you can make custom clothing, and so much more using this little machine here. And you know what the best part? All of these projects can be done within 15 minutes. That's what it said, so I'm gonna test it and I'll let you know. Guys, I can't lie. The reason why I'm super excited to have this machine here is because I finally, after many years, have a chance to reply back to Baby C. If you follow my channel, you know that I have a really good friend who sends me these gorgeous, wonderful cards. In fact, hold on, let me just go and get them. Let me get them so you guys can see. Guess what's in this box here? Okay guys, so if you watch my channel long enough, then you know that in here are some really precious handmade cards from one of my very best friends in this world, Baby C. She makes me these really gorgeous cards and has been doing so for years. And yes, I keep every single last one of them. Look, this one says Happy December. This would have been from one of the Decembers. Guys, look. Look at the kind of cards that this babe has been making me throughout the years. And you know, I have never ever replied. Oh, look. Happy birthday, baby L. These are like homemade personalized cards that she makes. She would love this machine. In fact, I think I might even get her one. I'm not lying, guys. As you can see, this is her bag. I have countless cards throughout the years which have been homemade, which would be amazing for me to finally get to return the favor. Guys, this is another Christmas card for another year. I have cards here expanding years. When I say I'm excited, I really mean it, because this is gonna be the very first time in however many years that I can finally have the chance to make Baby C a card back, or make myself or anybody else anything creative back, because we got a little hack. Don't tell her though. So, Baby C, if you're watching this, look out. This year's Christmas card is gonna be handmade by myself and this babe too, but by myself, okay? Back to the machine, back to the machines. Another thing that I thought was really great about this machine is the fact that it's so small. Do you see this? Look at the size. So, the Joy is Cricut's smallest cutting machine, which is perfect for somebody like me who doesn't like having things out. My surfaces have to be clean all the time. None of this. With this travel bag, you can basically take it and use it anywhere, and it makes it super easy to pack away. It's just unplugging it at the back, putting it in here, and then on the side here is where we store the cable. Guys, it's so simple. And I just love the fact that it doesn't need to be out on your craft table or anywhere that you're working on, unless of course you want to leave it out. Some of you guys like the busy, messy look. I don't. I like clean lines. I like empty kitchens, and I like empty workspaces. So yeah, let me just show you. Just pack this in here and you have a bag to go. You can roll up the wire just like this. Put it in, pack the wire, zip it up, and now it is not an issue to move this across any room or anywhere really. Like I said before, you really don't need to be a pro at all to use the Cricut Joy machine. Like, it's so simple. If I can do it, babes, you definitely can do it. Defo. You can access the Cricut design space via phone app or desktop. The Cricut Design Space is a companion app that lets you design and cut wirelessly with your machine. In this space, you can use and upload your own fonts and images. You can find lots of images and projects available for free, and the app itself is also free. There is also a separate Cricut Joy app which makes label making even easier than the Design Space. So, in terms of materials, the Joy uses Cricut Smart materials which are different from other vinyls and papers. So basically, these materials can be used without a cutting mat, which makes it even easier to transport and move along with anywhere you want to do your projects. Oh, in fact, let me show you some of the products that I have in this box. So, for the card that I'm going to be making Baby C by the end of the year, I've got a whole bunch of things here, like these smart vinyls in different colors. I've got a pink one, I've got a gold one, I've got a silver one. So all of those different colored vinyls are going to be perfect for card making, which is even better because here I've even got the card inserts, guys. It's literally just waiting for me. Let's just get to these labels first. I feel like the cards is definitely going to be the next step for me, but let's get to the labels. I'm ready. So for anyone who might want to recreate this in their own homes, I want to have all of my materials linked in the description box, so be sure to check them out. Here I've got the jars that I'll be using to transfer my spices into. As you can see, they're really simple jars. I picked these up from Amazon and I just love the simplicity of them. I want everything in my house to be uniform, and so we're gonna have the labels sticking over here with a nice maybe at Lydia Dinga home at the top. And also another thing that I actually took inspo from the spice that I have in my cupboard. Some of them, as you can see, some of them don't have anything at the top, so you can't even tell from the top looking down if is this a mixed herb, is it oregano, is it Italian seasoning. However, this brand, they had like the bee and the basil on top, so I'm definitely going to take inspo from that and make labels on the front and also labels for the top. So as you open the spice rack, you can see very quickly and efficiently what you want to use. I really like these. I'm gonna have them linked below. In addition to that, I also have these airtight containers, which I also got from Amazon. These are gonna be linked in the description box. These are just fantastic to keep stuff in your pantry. Like, a pantry can get so messy within seconds if you don't have an organization format. You can get glass ones, you can get plastic ones, whatever floats your boat. So here we have the first steps of making the labels. It's going onto the Cricut Design Space. So I started off by making one label and then simply used that as a template and duplicated it to make the rest. I went for a pretty minimalistic look when creating the labels and added Lydia Dinga Home at the top just for some chic branding. You can also see that at the bottom of each label, it specifies whether this is a herb or a spice. Just as a reminder, when you're using the Design Space, be sure that you have selected the right tool for what you need it to do. You don't want to end up cutting out any part where it's meant to be written out. So be sure to double check that you're using the right tool. So next, I moved on to creating the larger labels for the pantry. So just as before, I made one label to use as a template and just duplicated it for the rest. For the spice jar lids, I started off with a circle shape to match my circular lids. It is pretty simple to use this. I then went on to add a big capital letter of what the spice or the herb might be. This is so that when you're standing up and cooking, you can get a quick view of what it is that you need. Is it basil, is it chicken seasoning, or is it just oregano? Oh, by the way, we say oregano in London. Preparing to cut is super easy. Once you have all your labels finished, all you have to do is use the paperclip tool on the bottom right hand side of the page. Doing this basically makes sure that when you're going to cut the labels later on, it just cuts the label as one big label as opposed to small sections. Then all you gotta do is simply press make it and then follow the instructions that come onto your screen. So before the machine cuts your labels, it will literally instruct you on every step of the way, when to load your pen, when to load your blade, when to load the vinyl. It's really very simple. Now this part was super fun. This is drawing the labels. This is super easy because the machine literally does all the work for you. It will first start by writing out all of the text, and then after this is when it will cut everything out. But it was really cool to just sit and watch it do its thing and look at all my hard work coming together in place. So now you see me switching the pen for the blade, and it's pretty much the same as before. The Cricut will do all the work for you. You just watch it cut. So onto the fun part, which is sticking the labels. Look at how amazing these look. I can't believe that I designed this from scratch and now I finally get a chance to stick them on. Everything is so custom. You can make these labels however you want. It's literally up to you. I really like the simple minimalistic style. I think it looks quite chic. So now all that's left is for you to transfer your herbs and spices into the new jars. So for the bottom half of my pantry, I decided to design these vinyl sticker labels, which are slightly different to the ones that I showed you earlier. Here you can see me using the Cricut transfer tape. And then applying it directly onto the container. So this is a good time to condense any duplicates that you may have. So I've got here 2 dark soy sauces. Obviously don't need both of them. So I'm going to empty one into the other, just so that the space is really nice and neatly organized with everything that we need and nothing more. Here we are. This is what the cupboard looked like before. It was pretty organized. However, I think the labels really do make a difference. And so if anybody else comes to your kitchen, they can also know what's up, what's all this. Look at this, look at my beautiful vinyl labels. I love them so much. We've got the snacks, we've got the vegetables, and then moving up, we've got my containers. One thing that you may notice in the labels is that they've actually got Swahili translations for each of the labels. So anybody who's cooking in my kitchen, you get to learn a little bit of Swahili too. So this was my spice rack beforehand. As you can see, it was very busy, very messy. And then now look at how wonderful and organized it looks. Oh, I love it so much. Newly organized, everything just makes so much sense. Everything is neat, everything is displayed well. This is why we wanted to have these at the top. You see the name, so that if I'm cooking from the top, I can see straight away that this is chicken. The side display is just obviously for aesthetic purposes, and also if you're somebody who has a kitchen where you don't have a spice rack like this, but you have a display spice rack, that would work really well. I love how this looks. It looks so much neater, so much more organized, and it's literally giving me all of the vibes. I love it. So with all that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this is a friendly, easy DIY for any of you beginners who might be wanting to zhuzh up their home, their kitchen, their pantry, whatever it may be. I'm gonna have Cricut linked in the description box, so please be sure to open it up and check it out. And let me know if you try any of the DIYs that I ever feature on my channel. And guys, until next time, I shall have to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.